our platform and Cascades UI framework. We had talked to many developers. We've had a lot of different form factors in BlackBerry over the years. And I mean, that's a big challenge for developers, particularly when you have a mix aspect ratio, resolution, and then even input methods. I mean, we had some devices with a trackpad, we had some with even like a ball, we had some with a keyboard, some with all touch, some with both. And so we knew, as we were looking at BlackBerry 10 and thinking about what developers needed, we knew this was a big challenge. So what we've done is we've baked in all the capabilities to support multiple form factors right into the platform. And they're really, it's simplifying a little bit, but there are two primary things that developers need. First of all, they want it to be very easy to get default behavior. So I build my application for a touch screen that's this dimension by this dimension, and they want to be able to take that application and bring it over to the keyboard device where it's actually similar width but different height, different aspect ratio. They want the default to be pretty good. So if they do nothing, they want it to look and behave reasonably well. Now, for some applications, that could be all that they need. They don't do anything special. They have one code base, they drop it in, and they're perfectly happy with the default behavior. So, for example, something that's the main paradigm is you have a list view in details. You scroll the list, and you have the action bar at the bottom. I mean, if you look at something like Vicky, for example. You could take that experience and bring it from a portrait mode all touch to a portrait mode QWERTY device, and the experience really doesn't change that much. I mean, it's same dimensions, scrolling list. You can dive into details, you can play content. I mean, it's probably in those cases you're going to have to do very little as a developer, and the default behavior is good. So we've really made sure that default behavior is very good. The second thing that developers need is if they want to do something different. So you look at something like a game, or you look at something like an application where every pixel on the screen has relevance and meaning and importance, and they may choose to put different things in a all touch versus a QWERTY UI. They want to make that process as easy as possible, so that they can build one version of their application, but then they have different layouts, different for the different form factors, and from a development point of view, it's very easy for them to have all those assets packaged up, separated, but then have the core code in one place and consistent. So we've also done that same thing in Cascades. We've made it very easy for them to build for multiple form factors and keep all of their assets, targeted at the particular form factor, but the rest of their code together. So I think by again, it's simplified. Most developers will fall into one or other of those camps. Either they're going to keep their applications very consistent and be happy with the default behavior if it's good, and we've done a lot to make sure they're good, or they're going to do something special for each form factor, but even then they want to isolate the UI from the core application, and we've made it very easy for them to do